talking about how technology in the classroom helps bring the students, teachers, and parents all together focused on the students' learning. We will be discussing smart boards, websites and blogs, audiocasts, and podcasts.
Go.
Smart boards are beneficial in that students are already learning how to use technologies as early as the first grade. So as future teachers, we need to learn how to use them and incorporate them into our lesson plans. Another big point is smart boards help harbor creativity and problem-solving skills because of the hands-on approach versus the archaic classroom of the yesteryear. Smart boards also are great for getting the students to become active in their own learning process. Using smart boards help the teacher to be able to go between the different tools without interruption. And smart boards give the opportunity for students to help educate other students.
Smart boards are great because we can use them in classes to both access websites and our classroom blogs. Websites are great for teachers to keep students and parents informed. Students and parents can check homework assignments, calendars, and play educational games. If a student is absent, they can also use the website to check for homework assignments. Classroom blogs, you can extend the walls of the classroom and provide a learning environment that is open 24/7. Great for student literacy, motivation, and creativity. It also allows students to connect and interact with people from all over the world.
From a smart board, you can access the website, and this is our page website. On here, you can do student homework, games, classroom news, the pictures. You can also go to the calendar and email. Well, if you go to My Resources, then you can see the email and the classroom blog. From our classroom blog, you can see what the class has done throughout the week, or you can go to individual student blogs and see what they've been doing.
Through smart boards, you can access blogs and websites which enable you to access audiocasts, which are good for students who have missed lectures or assignments.
Some background information on the podcast. The podcast was developed by two people, Devin Weiner and Adam Curry. They both were said to have came up with the idea and notion, but unfortunately, because of the personal internal conflicts between both parties, they drifted apart. With that in mind, no one has taken the title or position of being called podcast father. Podcasts are a great tool to use in the classroom and easy to make. Teachers can make podcasts on their lectures and upload them to their blogs. Podcasts upload to a teacher's blog will allow sick students and students with an excused absence to keep up with their work. Podcasts could also be beneficial in helping students study for quizzes and tests by allowing students to review lectures from previous chapters that affects current chapters. Teachers could also assign students to make podcasts. Teachers could assign a particular topic to a student or a group of students, and then students make a podcast on any particular subject. Students creating a podcast as projects helps them to learn a certain topic and also use technology. Podcasts are simple to make, and they can be easily made, recording them on a computer, adding a title page, and uploading them to YouTube and embedding them in a blog. There are several other ways to create a podcast. There are several free websites that can be used to help in making a podcast. One example of a website is blogtalkradio.com. You can also look for videos on YouTube on how to create a podcast. For more experienced podcast makers, you can use a Mac computer. On a Mac computer, there is a feature called iMovie. On iMovie, you can make a video podcast of oneself. You can add pictures and add a title page and several other features to make your podcast more unique. A podcast does not have to look fancy. The most important thing about a podcast is the information given to its audience. Making a podcast can be broken down to 4 simple steps. Step 1, decide on your topic. Deciding on the topic is the easiest part. Podcasts can be on any topic you decide, whether purely for fun, but for teachers, students, and future teachers, educational purposes are most important. Make sure you write down everything you want to say. Step 2, record your podcast. You can simply grab a computer that has a microphone, or you can make a video using iMovie. Step 3, editing your podcast. Listening to your podcast. Check the flow of your podcast and make sure you have corrected all errors. There is nothing wrong with recording your podcast over. Editing your podcast also includes adding a title page and ending page, pictures, music, and anything you wish to add. Step 4, upload it. This step is the easiest. Upload your podcast to YouTube and embed it in your blog. Podcasts are an amazing tool in the classroom. They help students study and learn technology. Podcasts also allows teachers to focus on more important topics, but still cover all the important information needed. Podcasts are the easiest thing to make that benefits the classroom. All you need is a microphone. Hope you enjoy.